Hey, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here today. And let me guess, you've got a problem. And your problem is you have lots of talents and gifts, things you want to share. You'd love to get a business online, but you don't know how. You're sabotaging, you're getting overwhelmed, you're just getting distracted, you're focusing on other things. And another year has gone by where you haven't done the things that you said that you would do. Am I right? Listen, I'm Rachel Clare. I'm a clairvoyant healer, spiritual teacher. I've been reading women and men all over the world for over a decade. And I have talked to a lot of people who are sitting on a gold mine. You might have lots of talents and gifts, spiritual gifts, ways that you can contribute to others and help people, but you are still sitting around wondering if you should actually open your mouth and get yourself out there. I'm here to tell you, yes, you should. Yes, you can. And I'm going to share with you my journey that spanned over a decade from starting on YouTube way back in the day, quitting YouTube when I had a baby, and coming back over 45. If I can do it, you can do it too. Stick around. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details of my life. I'm simply going to tell you what I just said. Yep, I started a YouTube over 10 years ago, and yep, I'm over 45. So it's interesting because I have spiritual sessions with people from all around the world. And lately, a question that's coming up is people are asking, should I start a YouTube? It's all the rage. Yes, you absolutely should. Let me tell you yes. And here's why. I connect with so many beautiful, talented, sensitive, high achieving women. And oftentimes, what comes through in a session is that we need to just open our mouths more. We need to speak. We need to share our truths. We need to get comfortable putting ourselves out there because if you want to know my belief, you are God infused with a gift that is waking up right now. And there are things that only you can say that people can only hear from you, right? You have your song to sing to the world. And if you don't sing it, who will? And I honestly believe that this is from A Course in Miracles, actually, but I believed this even before I found it in A Course in Miracles. There are students for every teacher. When you begin to teach, right? You're in your right livelihood, you're on your path, your heart is in the right place, and you begin to teach, there are students out there waiting for you. I'm sure you've had this experience. It's like if you go to a reader, you have a session with a spiritual guidance counselor like me, clairvoyant, and they say things to you that are like aha moments. It's not necessarily that what I share with people all the time is something that they've never thought of or never heard or never imagined. And it's just like out of the blue, though sometimes that happens. But most often it's just that we need a touchstone. We need a reflection. We need validation. That is so healing. We need someone else to say it to us, maybe in different words that make it click, lock in, resonate, right? So that is the power of opening our mouths and speaking to others and sharing our stories and our gifts online is that there are people out there right now waiting for you. And I'm not just saying that, I truly believe it to be so. The other thing about this that's really important is that more and more I'm realizing through the sessions that I do that people want to be around your energy. People are not buying your product necessarily. I mean, sometimes they are if you actually sell like a physical product. But when we're talking about readings or energy sessions or coaching or healing, people are buying you. They're buying time with you, your gifts, your reflection, your energy, your vibration. They want to work with you. You are what separates yourself from everybody else, right? So if you don't find an avenue to put yourself out there, then the people that are looking for you cannot find you. And in this realm, we are limited. Right now, it's a lot about online. And the way that we can connect and find people all around the world, like it or not, is through social media. But YouTube is powerful and different because, unlike social media posts, where let's say you post something on Facebook or Instagram and you've got like a 24-hour shelf life, and then that video or reel or whatever it is just kind of disappears YouTube and more long form content stays around for a very long time. And right now is a really special time to begin posting on YouTube because YouTube is favoring new creators. YouTube is actually pushing out new creators in the algorithm. So it's a great time for you to start getting yourself online. Listen, the reason you're not probably has a lot to do with fear. And we all have to face that fear and be courageous. I tell my daughter all the time, it's not that you shouldn't be afraid. We're all afraid, but it's that courage is action in the face of fear. So face your fear, acknowledge that it's there, say hello to it, befriend it. It's probably a very young, old part of you that is there to protect you. So I don't think, as some people say, that you need to punch fear in the face. I think you can acknowledge it for its role that it has played in keeping you safe in the past. But the days of you being on the stake or punished or sent away or banished or all the things that could have happened to women, spiritual healers in our history, those days are gone, my friend. And it is safe and it is time for you to open your mouth and share your valuable vibration with the people who are waiting to hear what you have to say, and they can only hear it from you. You are the puzzle piece that unlocks them and helps them to go up the ladder. I have this vision of like we reach our hands down and we pull other people up. We stand on the shoulder of giants, right? The information that I have, I certainly didn't like come up with it all on my own. I'm simply maybe a little bit down the road from you, a few steps ahead of you, and you only need to be a few steps, months, days, years ahead of your ideal clients, and you can speak to where they are, and they will feel supported and uplifted because you showed up and opened your mouth. You see, it comes down to this. What women are actually asking me when they show up in front of me and they say, should I write this book, or should I open my mouth, or should I start a podcast, or should I start a YouTube? What you are essentially asking is, can I contribute too? Is it safe and okay for me to be creative and show up in the world? Do I get to put in my 2 cents or have a piece of the pie? Do I get to play at this game? You're saying, should I follow my heart? Should I listen to these gentle nudgings that I'm getting? Right? That still small voice? And my answer to you, friend, is yes. Absolutely yes. Because as we know in the spiritual world, our spirit and our higher self and the divine will and great spirit and God, universe, whatever you like to call it, is going to give you those gentle nudgings and whispers. And if you continue to ignore them, they can turn into 2x4s across the head, right? We don't need that to happen. We don't need tough lessons. We are ready to embrace grace and to have grace and ease. And so, my answer to you, friend, is if you're hearing this, if you're feeling this, if you're sensing this, if you're having these thoughts over and over that are saying, do this, let me be the cheerleader that shows up for you today and says, yes. You can trust yourself. You can side with yourself. You too can play in the game called life. That's a really good book, by the way. If you haven't ever read The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn, take that as a bonus tip. So, your next question is probably, okay, Rachel, so what do I do? How do I get started? So, if you want to get yourself out there, you want to start opening your mouth, sharing your gifts with people, I have some tips and I have some resources to help you. So at my website, thebolderpsychic.com/the art of reading, I have a new mini course I'm super excited to introduce to you because it takes you through exactly what I do when a client buys a session from me. So many people are resisting putting themselves out there, getting online, offering their gifts and services in the world because they don't know how. So if that's you and you want to, before you start making all your videos, you want to have something to point people to, you want to have an offer that you can share with them, then this might be the mini course for you. And it's kind of a no brainer because it's only $47. And I'm super excited because I finally figured out at age 46 that I don't really want to be creating big courses right now and running group coaching programs and things that I've done in the past. So I'm going to be producing mini courses that are going to be $27 to $47 that are going to help people just like you who have talents and gifts that they want to share with others. And I'm going to help you do the things that I've done. So I'm going to have a mini course on how to get started on YouTube. So make sure you join my newsletter list down below so that you get all the deets about that. And I'm also going to have a mini course on how to get that first offer online. But for right now, if you just want to do a one-on-one session with people, if you just want to have a simple funnel and you want to know, okay, I have a gift. I have a talent. I am a reader. I am a tarot reader. I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a Reiki master. Whatever it is that you offer, if you're not yet offering a seamless system for people to pay you, you don't know how to onboard your clients or what to do before the session or after the session to really ensure that they have an experience where they feel nurtured and validated and seen and like you're holding their hand and taking them every step of the way, so that you have super happy clients who will give you testimonials and help your business grow, this mini course is for you. But in the meantime, there are so many resources out there, so many incredible people to help you with your YouTube. So if you're like, you know what, Rachel, I don't have an offering or a gift yet, or I've already got that handled and I just want to get myself out there, my suggestion to you is that you look for those resources, you break it down into tiny steps, and you just do it. You make a video. I will share another video in the future of exactly how I do what I do. You know, I use my phone, I use a little tripod, I've got a little handy microphone here, and I'm happy to share all that with you in the future. But for now, today, I'm going to copy Nike and I'm just going to say, just do it. I'll see you in the next video.